Alright guys, welcome back to another Wuthering Waves update video on the channel. Today we have the pre-release kit details for the 2.4 characters. This video will feature all of the CARTETHYIA kit info. And before we get into it, for those wondering why I'm posting this on the second channel and not on the main channel, unfortunately on the main channel a few videos got striked for the thumbnails that I was using. You guys know how the thumbnails I did for the 2.4 character official drip marketing. I used multiple pictures of CARTETHYIA and Lupa, and one single picture was copyrighted, which I did not see, and now the channel got striked. So to take things safe, I'll be posting the unofficial news on this channel right here. But don't worry, I'm still going to be posting on the main channel with all the official news, all the guides, character guides and stuff will still be posted on there. So I'd appreciate if you guys would like and subscribe on this channel, put those notifications on. We have a lot of stuff to cover, starting with the new kit info for the 2.4 banner character. So let's get into it. So I believe we have only a few things about CARTETHYIA. This is not her full kit, but we still have a good amount of stuff that came out. So let's read it over and see what CARTETHYIA is all about. Alright, so we have the kit here. So the Resonance Liberation, we all know this is going to be her transformation. She does the boss form transformation after using the Resonance Liberation, as it says here. And then she gains a bunch of new stuff. She gains a new combat form, reducing her own HP to 50% of her max HP. That is actually surprising, so she loses 50% of her HP upon entering this new form. And then she enters something called Manifestation State for 12 seconds when her HP is below 50%. No HP is consumed while in the Manifestation state. Very interesting. But she does gain some pretty insane buffs, because here it says that she gains 60% increase in arrow damage bonus. That is quite high. And when the attacks hit a target, she will then accumulate something called Determination. And the Determination here, it says when reaches 120 points, tapping Resonance Liberation allow her to unleash the Resonance Liberation Rolling Tidal Storm Blade. That's quite a crazy name. But this is how you gain the second ultimate. The ultimate with the insane animations. So once you reach 120 Determination, you can then use this crazy ult as a finisher to defeat the enemy. Alright, and then it says here, if Determination is below 120 points when you tap it, she then reverts back to her normal form, her base form, and then during the Manifestation state using Resonance Liberation, listen to Night's Heartfelt Prayer, that is the first ult, does not consume Resonance energy, and then the additional effects when she possesses Heart of Human Rights, and she is in the Manifestation state, the fourth hit of Fruitless normal attack, she will summon a force field that slows down enemies within the range. She then gains increased resistance to interruption while airborne, and this state is then removed when the manifestation ends. Now we have a few more things to cover here. This Resonance Liberation is actually pretty long. It might be the longest in the game, but there's so much to it with the different forms and different ultimates. So we have a few more things here. So here it says, when Fruitless possesses Will of Divine Rights and is in the Manifestation state, within a certain radius around Fruitless, the triggered interval of wind erosion effects on target is reduced by 50%, and damage taken from wind erosion effects is increased by 50%. And then it will be removed when the state ends. And then here, this next part, when she possesses power of heterodox rights. So there's a lot of different effects to keep in mind here. So this new effect is when the fourth hit of her normal attack, the third hit of her aerial attack, and her resonance skill Tide Splitting Wave Breaker immediately trigger wind erosion once, and after triggering, the current wind erosion stack count is reduced by 1 as well. And then this effect is once removed when the manifestation state ends. Now we have some additional notes. While she's transformed, grappling hooks cannot be used. Using other exploration tools will revert her to her base form. And then Fruitless can also walk on water. While on water, she continuously consumes stamina. So you basically can be on water forever with the second form. You can't drown since she consumes stamina non-stop. That is pretty crazy. So this is going to be a really good mechanic for traversing water. And now there's the transformation mechanics as well. So we have details on that. The transformation, while she's in the form, if Determination is below 120, tapping Resonance Liberation temporarily transforms her into the base form, her CARTETHYIA, and this can be executed mid-air. Now for the boss form transformation, during the manifestation state, If she uses Resonance Liberation, she can immediately retransform into it without consuming Resonance energy. This can also be used mid-air. I'm sure once the gameplay is out, this will be a little more obvious to see what all these different effects do. But last thing to cover here is using Resonance Liberation, Roaring Tidal Stormblade, which is the second ult, restores 70% of her max HP and deals arrow damage in a straight line ahead. Oh yeah, so that was the cool thing we saw in the official gameplay. When she does her big ultimate, there's like a line that goes through the whole map, so that was pretty insane to see. From the looks of it, it seems that this attack has a pretty long hitbox, so you probably can snipe enemies across the map with it. I'm interested to see what the clips are going to come out from this. This is going to be really fun to see. And now next thing is upon hitting a target, all existing wind erosion stacks on the target are cleared, and before damage is dealt for each stack of wind erosion on the target, the damage taken increased by 20%, up to 5 stacks, and can be executed mid-air. Alright, so that was a kit preview for CARTETHYIA. Crazy character. She's going to be possibly the most broken character in the game. Well, right now it is hard to tell if she's going to be power creep in terms of kit, but there's definitely power creep in terms of animations, which is always nice to see. Her animations are pretty insane, but overall this is just a small kit preview. We should be getting the full kit pretty soon. And also, if you guys enjoyed the unofficial kit breakdown, like and subscribe, put those notifications on. I will keep posting on the channel a lot, mostly the 2.4 beta stuff. I don't want to take any chances with the main channel. And to make up for it, I'll be doing more battle passes giveaway on the channel as well. I'll be giving some Lunite subscriptions. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give out some Lunite subscriptions to you guys, just to say thank you for supporting me over here as well. But yeah, guys, we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to get these strikes reverted because this is just a honest mistake. I did not expect to be striked for some character art for Wuthering Waves. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.